The Trump administration is now doing an about-face on the recent layoffs at the Federal Aviation Administration. It comes after recent airline accidents and near misses.
The Transportation Secretary has announced a raise for air traffic controllers, and the FAA is now accepting applications, which is welcoming news to students in our area training for the job.
Turn right on echo, contact ground went off.
Everyone's life is kind of in your hands too.
I mean, do you trust me to land this? Oh, yeah, sure.
Jazz 1041, 6-9er fuel remaining.
One of my friends here that I get along with a lot, is a girl. There's not that many girls here either. I know some people think like, oh, because we're Latinos, because she's a girl, like we're not capable, but we're just as capable as anybody else here.
The scrutiny is somewhat justified, but I think controllers every day work their hardest to prevent any issues and separation issues. And obviously, bad incidents. The system is excellent. There's many safeguards in the system between the pilots, between the controllers, between the mechanics.
You gotta have a positive mindset. If you keep thinking about the negative comments that are being made, then it's just gonna deter you from your dreams of your future.
So anxiety over air safety at an all-time high as we head into the busy spring break travel season, right? And on tonight's Community Close-Up with Jay Dow, we go inside one of the training facilities that are right here in our area, training the future of these air traffic controllers. Jay is here with us to talk more about it. So timely, Jay.
Yeah.
And, I recently flew, and there was this overall sense of anxiety, even though you keep hearing that the airline industry is safe, right?
Well, good to be here with both of you, Hazel and Dan, and it's hard to avoid it. So many people in my circle are with you. They're planning trips.
Yeah.
They're heading off to spring break. And you're seeing all of these crashes and close calls. It's what you think about when you're lining up to board your plane. And so we wanted to talk to the next generation of mechanics and air traffic controllers. They obviously see everything that's going on, and it will be on their shoulders, the responsibility of keeping us safe. So we got an inside look on how they learn their job, the kind of training that they undergo, and what's on their mind as they hear everyone talking about their profession, including DEI-related conversations. A lot of the people who are enrolled in that school are of color and are women, hearing that they may not be good enough to do the job. We wanted to know what's on their mind and how they're approaching their studies.
Well, I'm very interested to hear what they have to say. Also, though, when you hear about all these accidents, near misses, on the ground, in the sky, is there pressure on them? And are they deterred from even becoming air traffic controllers just because of that?
Yes, there's pressure on them. They are well aware of it. Are they deterred? No. They are committed and determined to going through the program. And when you graduate from Vaughn College, the aviation program, or any of the other schools that offer a similar program, you just don't end up in a tower. You then have to apply and be selected to go to the Air Traffic Controller Academy in Oklahoma City. And right now, that's the only one in the country. However, Vaughn is competing along with other schools to become an additional onboarding program where you would be able to complete that training and then go into a tower. Yes, so you don't have to go to Oklahoma City.
How long is the program at Vaughn?
30 credits.
Okay.
So it really depends on how long, how much education you have, whether you have an associate's or a bachelor's, but it's a 30-credit program.
Okay.
Now, you actually got to sit in there.
I did. I did my stand-up while I was flying the plane. It took a bit of concentration, and I crashed on landing.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Well, that's not encouraging. So I won't be in the pilot, in the cockpit or in the tower. But the students there are amazing. You're listening to them. They're talking to a simulated pilot. They're looking up at the radar screen. They're managing several aircraft in the air. It's pretty fascinating, and we can't wait for everyone to see it this evening at 5:30.
Yeah.
But it's also very challenging, isn't it? I mean, you think, it's just like a video game, but it's really
I mean,
work.
there are lives. There are real lives here, and when they graduate, if they're lucky enough to graduate from the academy, they will be in a tower talking to live pilots who are flying hundreds of passengers. So there's an immense responsibility, and it's not just air traffic controllers. We're talking about mechanics, the engineers, the entire industry playing a team effort to keep all of us safe in the skies.
Yeah, all very fascinating and very timely, like we said, especially with the spring break travel season.